Welcome to our day 14 and 15 on trail. On day 14, I didn't record anything. We got off trail at Dix Creek Gap and got a shuttle into Clayton, Georgia. Got a hotel. We had a crazy storm coming that pretty much crossed all of the Midwest. Missouri got hit with tornadoes and then freezing temperatures. And it went from basically Missouri, Arkansas, right across over here to the Georgia, Tennessee, North Carolina line. And so we abandoned trail yet once again due to the weather and got a room here in Clayton. Last night we had a great dinner at this Mexican restaurant that was pretty much attached to the hotel. And we met two wonderful ladies, Jan and Nancy, that we talked to for like 2.5 hours. It was such a great distraction from our normal hiking talk and our hiking lives. They were some really funny ladies, and we're so blessed to meet them. That was definitely a blessing from yesterday, as well as, having the camaraderie of getting off trail. And we had some great trail magic again from Nomad. Yesterday, that was a good morning. We had coffees and sodas and waters and snacks, just so much stuff. Nomad was really, really great to have all that trail magic at Dix Creek here in Georgia. Let's see. So day 14 would have been yesterday. Like I said, I didn't record anything. We got a hotel, got cleaned up. When we clean up, I wash my hair like 3 times in the shower. You go over your body once with the water running, and then you soap up without the water running and try to get every, nook and cranny between all your toes and, all that good stuff. And then you rinse off again. So it's it would take 3 showers in one shower. We are going to be here for a few days. So today is actually day 15 on trail. And we did our laundry today. Eldon wanted breakfast, so we went to a breakfast spot here in town, which was about a mile away. So we walked a little bit today, a mile there, a mile back. Went across the street to Ingles Grocery. We got some of their deli food for lunch, or for dinner actually. And what else did we do? I got a couple things to wash. We had to wash a cook stove and our spoons, and then resupply tomorrow. We're going to get our grocery resupply. I have some things that I'm looking forward to eating on trail, since food on trail has been kind of hard for me. I'm not really wanting to eat it. So we're going to make some trail pizzas and get maybe a couple more things of peanut butter to make some peanut butter tortillas. Actually, yesterday we had a peanut butter Oreo tortilla wrap. Was our dinner, or I guess our lunch, before we went and had dinner later last night. But it's odd to come up with different things on trail and what you want to eat. So I have a list on my phone that's running of things that I think might taste good or be good. It has snowed here today in Georgia. We had some pellets of snow that was almost just not really sleet. It was just like pellets of snow instead of snowflakes. And it got down probably somewhere in the low 30s, maybe upper 20s, but the wind was crazy. I was sitting here watching TV while Eldon was napping, and the wind just was howling against the side of the hotel building. So it's been very, very windy. I pray for protection for those who left out today and got back on the mountain. I know most people did get off on Sunday. They got off the mountain the same as we did, but some of them went back. And we had a lot of rain, the cold temperatures. Our sleep system, for those that are wondering why we keep getting off trail, is not our sleep system is not equipped for teen temperatures. So around 25 degrees, we're going to be extremely cold. We'll be at the extreme level of our sleep systems, not necessarily I don't know how to word this, like fatal frostbite or hypothermia, things like that. But it's going to be very, very uncomfortable. So it's just going to take us a little bit longer to get out of Georgia and into the Smokies when we still have snow coming and freezing temperatures. So it is Monday. I think today is what, the 16th? I honestly don't know what day it is. But I guess that's trail brain, right? Hang on, let me look. Yeah, so today's the 16th, which means it's day 15 of us being on trail, which I was right in the beginning of the video. But going back to the sleep system, we're just not equipped to handle, in the mountains, it was supposed to be in the teens, like 17 or 19 degrees. And then with the wind chill, it was supposed to be 6 degrees. And that's just well below what our sleep system can handle. Even with the tent and our bivvies and things like that, we just want to make sure that we're safe. So we came off trail again. I'm very bored. We are ready to get on trail. But I wanted to talk about this little tramily that we have. And it's the trail community is amazing. Like the two ladies we met at the Mexican restaurant, Jane and Nancy. Amazing women. I mean, just like the things that they did in their life and how they had these different goals and they went for them, even though people thought they were probably crazy. But it's such a great community. So when we first started out, we kept running into a few of the same people. I think it was day 4. We were on top of Blood Mountain, and this woman who was probably about my age, maybe a few years older than me, she was like, "Do you have any candy?" And her face just looked like I was trying to look at her eyes to make sure like she wasn't overly dehydrated or anything like that. And because when someone asks you for candy, I'm immediately thinking like diabetes or something. But Eldon had some espresso beans, chocolate-covered espresso beans in his pocket, so she took a few of those, and the chocolate kind of gave her a little bit of energy. But we ended up meeting her again, and her name is Jackie, and she's a Ramdino fan too, so I see some of her videos on Ramdino, and her trail name is Mousetrap. So we've been with her for about 6 days, I think. We don't necessarily hike together. It's not like we're constantly hiking next to each other, but we usually are at camp at the shelters, and we're staying at the same hotel. So Jackie's great, and that's Mousetrap, and she's from Florida. Then we have Jack and Fred, and they are from Tennessee, and Fred's daughter worked for Ramsey Solutions, and so we talked about that, because if you know me, I'm a Dave Ramsey fan. Love his philosophy and his teachings and his methodology, and just that he is a Christian-based company. But Jack is a retired policeman, and Fred is, I'm assuming, retired from construction. And he talks about his grandkids a lot. So just great family people. And so Jack is Rising Bear is his trail name. And he drinks the Rise mushroom coffee. So that's kind of where they've dubbed him that. And we keep trying to talk him into, when he finishes the trail, to get a bear drinking coffee tattooed on his calf. He laughs about it, but who knows? He might. And then Fred, his trail name is Ibex. And look up what an ibex is. It's kind of like a mountain goat, sheep, deer-ish creature. We don't have them in the U.S., but he is very determined, very a strong hiker starting out. Still has all the aches and pains, but he's ready to go. Which is really interesting because Fred and Jack are in their 60s. Ellen and I are in our 40s, and I assume Mousetrap is in her 40s as well. Then we met 2 days ago. Another couple. I'm assuming they're a couple, husband and wife. I assume, and they're from Ozark, Missouri. So we're just like, hey Missouri. That's just our greetings for each other. I'm not sure their names, but they're also in the hotel with us. And they're getting on back trail tomorrow. And tomorrow is still going to be very cold. I believe I think when I looked at the temperature, it was around 32-ish, something right around that freezing line. But the wind is still supposed to be pretty high, so the wind chill is going to make that feel much colder, below freezing. But yeah, so we have another couple from Missouri over here. Actually, we saw them today when we were doing our laundry at the laundromat. And we had Michael, who was Scrat. So the little Scrat rat on Ice Age. You know, runs around all over the place. Michael, we were with him at Stanimals, and we've had him at camp before and all that. He seems like a really cool guy. He's really far ahead of us now. He's way into North Carolina, probably maybe 30 miles in North Carolina, so he's probably about 50 miles ahead of us. But he did a slack pack of a little over 16 miles in one day, so great job to him. There's just a lot of these amazing people that we've met on trail. Like I've talked about Nomad before, who did the trail magic for us. He hiked the trail last year. This man had spent just thousands of dollars of his own money providing food and supplies to the hikers, free of charge. No donations were asked, no payment was asked, and I got Snickers from him. I got our peanut butter Oreo tortilla wraps that we had yesterday. That all those food supplies came from him. We even grabbed a fuel canister from him because we were told that getting fuel canisters at the local grocery stores or even Walmart was hard to get. So fuel canisters may only be able to be gotten at the outdoor, outfitters. I forgot the name of them. At the outdoor outfitters. And fuel canisters is something that we absolutely have to have. So the community has just been great. Our little tramway that we have here has been great. We've met Alyssa from Maine. Matt. I can't remember where he was from. We have Matt. We had Scott and his son that we've spent evenings at camp with or at the hostel. Zoe was another lady that we met at Stanimals Hostel. I mean, everyone has just been really friendly, really nice. And I know as we start to develop our hiking legs and we hike at different levels and be able to do different mileage, we'll develop different tramways, and some people will fall behind, and some people, like Michael, will have left us and gone many miles ahead. But it's really a wonderful community out here, so very thankful and blessed for that. We are still off trail tomorrow. Tomorrow, like I said, we're going to do a resupply and repack our bags, and then I got to do some dishes and get our pots and stuff cooked. I like to rinse out our water bottles and back flush our filters. So we have a few more chores tomorrow. Today has just been one of those lazy days. Like I said, we went and ate breakfast, we did our laundry, ran up to the grocer that is just right across the street from us, and grabbed some stuff from their deli for dinner. Not a huge change in prices over here. Did fall behind a little bit the last 5 or 6 days on what was going on with the world. So I did watch a little bit of the news out of Atlanta to see what was going on. The gas prices and the war in Iran and all this stuff about Trump really has no effect on trail. You wouldn't know it. I mean, you're drudging through every day. Is it fun? Not really. There's not a whole lot of fun in climbing mountains. It is as in a sense of like you're going to watch a movie, or you're going to go play a sport or something. It's a different type of fun. It's a different type of entertainment, and a lot of it comes just from the mental and emotional state. So that's about all I was going to talk about tonight. So we'll be back on trail. I'm trying to get a little bit longer on the videos, but honestly, it is hard to film when I am tired, or I can't breathe, or I'm climbing up a 4,000-foot mountain, and it's hard to keep the phone out when you're stumbling over rocks and roots and such. But I will try to get better with that, so you guys can get a a bigger view. Anyone who is watching for entertainment, thank you, appreciate it. If you like the videos, that's great. If you're watching for ideas or living vicariously through our video channel and want to hike the AT or want to hike anything, I will try to give you guys a little bit more details of the trail and kind of how we're feeling and what we're looking into, because logistically it's difficult to plan. It's hard to figure out how to get off trail, how do you get shuttles, how do you get here. You know, you have laundry and resupply and all these trail chores, and you know, trying to find the best deal for your money. Those are the types of things. I don't know why I have a lighting issue. Those are the types of things that I kind of wish some people would have talked more about on the videos that I watched, and I'll give you some of that information when I can. But right now it is getting to be about 8 o'clock. Eldon is actually next door with the guys. He's with Fred and Jack. They're having a couple of beers and just BSing, I'm sure. So he is having his bro time, or whatever it's called nowadays. But I'm enjoying some peace and quiet and just getting ready to watch a little bit of TV before we go to bed. Alright, so I'm going to say goodnight from day 15 on the AT. Since I meshed day 14 and 15 together into this one video, my blessing from today, day 15, would definitely be the tramily that we've developed and just the community that surrounds the trail. And our challenge is just to make sure that our mental state is still there, that we can get back on trail and still tell ourselves, you know, we have the mental fortitude to do hard things, because doing the trail has not been easy. It has absolutely been an amazing experience so far. So looking forward to getting to North Carolina. We should be in North Carolina by Thursday. I think we're about 12 trail miles away, something along that line, 10 or 11. So I'm looking forward to getting there. And have a good night, everyone. We will get you more information when we're back on trail.